How I was almost kidnapped then, almost shot someone at 8 years old part 2. Now fast forward to that, I didn't tell anybody what happened because I thought I wasn't going to be allowed to go outside. However, I didn't leave the house without protection. I grabbed my grandma's 38. It was all black, small enough to conceal even in a kid's basketball shorts pocket for the next couple days. I would do the same thing, have the same routine, explore the woods, creeks, and ponds near my grandma's house with no issues. However, this day something was different. I'd been leaving the same pond that I had went to the day that the lady tried to kidnap me. Today I was on my bike, which was a mongoose bike. It was my favorite bike. As I was leaving the neighborhood adjacent to the pond, which was row homes, I realized that I was being followed by another gray car. However, this is a gray Nissan. I'm thinking I can't really remember correctly. At first I was alarmed because it was a whole different car. However, the first thing that scared me is when the car sped up behind me and then rapidly stopped, so I turned around pedal more to where I got to an intersection that would lead back into the apartments. Then the car followed me through that intersection, sped up behind me, and then stomped on the brakes again. At this point, biked onto the sidewalk and began biking super fast at the back end of my apartments. There are dumpsters adjacent to the woods. That's where I was headed. The car was still following me, as I could tell, and I ditched my bike and ran behind the dumpsters. The dumpsters have a wooden fence built around them, so I hid behind the wooden fence. I thought I was going to be able to hide myself behind that. However, I saw the car pull up and the passenger side was facing me. At this point, I pulled out the revolver and aimed it right up against the passenger side window. I wasn't touching the window, but I was about an inch away. As I looked into the car, I could see a group of teenagers, but I still pulled the trigger and the gun clicked. The gun had no bullets in it, which I did not know after the person in the passenger side saw the gun. The car quickly sped off, going in the opposite direction. That woman did. I never had any issues like this again and didn't tell my parents the story until years later again, and fear that I wouldn't be let outside. Also, I forgot to mention that the rag the woman was holding had a very strong chemical smell as she was approaching with it.